Order. Questions to the Prime...
Back in the 1940s, and that's a record this government can be proud of.
Mr. Nigel Evans.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The village of Barrow in the Ribble Valley has fewer than 300 houses. The local authority have given permission for just over 100 new houses there. But the planning inspector has overturned a refusal of the local authority and will impose 504 more houses into that village against the wishes of the local MP, the local authority and the local people. Will my right honourable friend look again at the workings of the planning inspectorate to ensure that from now on the planning inspector puts the wishes of local people at the heart of the Localism Act as he intended?
I will look very carefully at the specific incidents that the honourable member brings to the House. The point I would make is this, that under the Localism Act, local authorities are able to produce a local plan and get that agreed, which will give local people greater control over what is built and where. And in the meantime, things are judged against the National Planning Policy Framework, which does have protections for green belt. It does insist on going ahead with brownfield developments, and it does take into account pre-existing local plans. And if that needs to be clarified, then clarify it we will.
Mrs. Louise Ellman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. First, the government told northern councillors to stop doffing their caps in the hopes of a handout. Then the High Court ruled that government cuts in European funding for Liverpool and Sheffield were illegal. What does all this say about the government?
Well, I think what I would say to the honourable lady is, of course, Liverpool, the city she represents, has huge needs in terms of funding, and I believe the funding that it gets reflects those needs. If you look at the spending per dwelling in Liverpool for 2014, it is £2,595 per dwelling. Now, that obviously the needs of her constituency are much greater than the needs of my constituency, but that is a full £700 more per dwelling than is spent in my constituency. So I don't believe that the people of Liverpool are being shortchanged. They are properly funded for the services that they need.